Morning children, welcome to your English video lecture. So today we will start a new topic of adjectives, that is adjectives degree of comparison. Okay, in our previous videos we have talked about that what are adjectives, and also we have discussed the types of adjectives, right? So today in this video we will continue the next part of the adjectives, that is degree of comparison. Okay, so now let's start our video. So here are some examples. Okay, first is Nana is a tall girl. Okay, second example is Jolly is taller than Nana. And the third example is Soumya is tallest of the three. Okay, these are three examples. So here in these three sentences, you can see that we have used different adjectives, right? In the first one, we have used adjective tall. The second one, we have used adjective taller. And in the third one, we have used adjective tallest, okay? These are known as degree of comparison. Let's understand it more clearly. So first of all, adjectives of qualities have three forms. Okay, for adjectives of qualities have three forms, that is positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. Okay, what are these? Let's understand this. So here in this particular example, here you can see that all the adjectives we have used are different in every sentences. Okay, adjective change in form. Okay, they are changing in the form, like tall, taller and tallest, to show comparison. We are showing comparison with the help of these three adjectives. Okay, so they are called three degree of comparisons. Okay, the adjectives which we use to show comparison between two or more are known as degree of comparisons. Okay, and we use degree of comparisons only for adjective of quality. Okay, whenever we are talking about a quality of a noun, then we can use the adjective or degree of comparisons, okay, for the adjective of quality. The adjective tall, which denotes the simple quality, is said to be in positive degree. Okay, the first sentence in which we have used tall, the sentence is Nana is a tall girl. So here what it means, that the adjective tall, that which denotes the simple quality of Nana. Okay, it is denoting the simple quality of Nana, that she is a tall girl, right? So this type of, when we use these type of adjectives, that is known as positive adjectives. Okay, when we are not comparing a noun with any other noun. Okay, when we don't do comparison, when we don't compare, it is the first form of degree, that is positive degree. Okay, it is used when no comparison is made. Okay, positive degree is used when we are not comparing any noun with any other noun. Okay, let's see. So this was the first form of degree, that is positive degree, where we don't compare the nouns with any other noun, and the degree of comparison is used for adjectives of quality. Okay, let's move on to the next part, which says that when comparing two objects or person and saying that one possesses a certain quality in a greater degree than the other, we use the comparative form of the adjective. What it means is that if we are comparing two object or persons, okay, here let's take an example of second sentence. Here in this sentence, what we are doing, we are comparing two girls, right, Jolly and Nana. We are comparing both of them according to the quality that they have, that is the height. Okay, so here by saying that Jolly is taller than Nana, we are comparing both Jolly and Nana's quality, and it denotes, when we do this for two objects or person, then the quality is great, to show that the quality that the other one possesses is greater, is known as comparative form of the adjective. Okay, and thus the adjective taller here in the second sentence, that the adjective taller is the comparative degree of tall. Okay, is the comparative degree of tall. So what is comparative degree? Comparative degree is used when we compare two person or two things. Okay, simple. Comparative degree is used when we compare two person or thing. And what about positive degree? Positive degree is used when no comparison is made. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. And one important note that should be in consideration is that comparative degree is generally followed by then. Like here in the second sentence, Jolly is taller than Nana. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, now let's see that when we use superlative degree. When an object or person possesses a quality in the greater degree of all that are being compared, then the superlative form of the adjective is used. Okay, so when we use superlative degree, we use it when the object or person, okay, possesses the quality in the greatest degree. Okay, here let's take example of the third sentence where we have said that Soumya is the tallest of the three. Okay, among all the three girls, Soumya is the one who possesses the quality to the highest degree. Okay, so the degree of comparison that we used for Soumya with the other girls is in the form of superlative degree. So we can say that the tallest is the adjective tallest is the superlative degree of tall. Okay, I hope this is understandable by you. Okay, now let's read the note. The superlative form of the adjective is used when we compare more than two object or person. Okay, when can we use superlative degree? When we are comparing more than two or more than two objects, because for two what we use the comparative degree. Okay, we use the comparative degree for comparison of uh, two nouns, but for the comparison of more than two nouns or two nouns, then that time we use superlative degree. Okay, the superlative degree is preceded by the and is generally followed by of. What it means, that it preceded by the means before applying the degree of adjective we use the. Here in this sentence you can see that we have used the before the adjective, and after the adjective we have used of. Okay, so this is just general way in which we use superlative degree. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. Now let's move on to the next section where we are going to talk about that how we write superlative and compare. So here now we are going to see that how we form comparative and superlative degree by using positive degrees. Okay, and also we will discuss that the rules which we must follow to write the comparative and superlative degrees by using positive degree, and we will understand the rules with the help of examples. Okay, so the first rule that it says is that the comparative is usually formed by adding er to the positive. Okay, for making comparative degree, what we do, we simply add er to the positive degree, and for superlative we simply add est to the positive. Okay, the superlative is formed by adding est to the positive. This is the general rule for. Okay, so this was the first rule. Now let's see some example where we use the first rule, and I hope by looking at the examples it will get more clear to you that how we can use the first rule. Okay, so here are some example where the first rule is being followed. Okay, so the first here the degrees are, so here you can see that the positive degree is written and the comparative and the superlative degree is formed by adding er and est. Okay, so let's see the first one. So for the positive degree, the word is the adjective used here is bold, and to make this adjective to the comparative degree, we simply added er to the positive degree, that is bold, right? bold, and we have simply added er to the comparative form, the positive degree, and then the comparative form is formed, comparative degree is formed as bolder. Okay, and for the superlative degree, what we have to do is we simply have to add est to the degree, right? We simply have to add est to the positive degree, and that will become then the positive degree will converge to the superlative degree. Okay, so the positive degree bold, then the comparative degree is bolder, and the superlative degree of bold is boldest. Okay, similarly, let's take another example here. Let's take the example of third one, that is deep. Okay, so to convert the positive degree to the comparative degree, we simply will add er to the positive one, then this will become deeper in the comparative form. And for the superlative degree of deep, we simply have to add est to the positive, and that will become the superlative form, superlative degree of the adjective. Okay, which superlative degree of which adjective? Of adjective deep. Okay, so the deep is the positive degree, comparative degree is deeper, and the superlative degree is deepest. So what we are doing in these adjectives, these form of adjective, to convert them to the comparative and superlative degree. For the comparative, what we do, we simply add er to the positive degrees, and for making them, or you can say for converting them to the superlative form, we simply add est to the positive degree. Okay, so this was the first rule which we followed, and we saw that how the comparative and superlative degrees are formed. Now let's move on to the second rule, which says that, okay, let's first read the second rule. When the positive ends with e, okay, this is for, okay, so for those adjective which, those positive adjectives which ends with e, what we have to do for the comparative, for converting those adjectives positive, those positive forms to the comparative form, we simply do what we usually form by adding r to the positive. Okay, for comparative, what we do, we add r to the positive degree, and for superlative is formed by adding st to the positive. Let's understand these by examples. Okay, so here you can see the positive degree where the positive is ending with e. Okay, large is ending with e. So to convert these type of positive degree to the comparative and the superlative form, we do what? For comparative, we add r to the positive. So here, to make the word large to the comparative degree, we will add r to the positive degree, right? So here large is become larger by adding r, and for the superlative degree, we add st to the positive. So large plus plus st, it will become largest. Okay, so what we do for this, for those adjectives which ends with e, positive degree, for the positive degree, those positive degree which ends with e, we, for the comparative degree, we add r to the positive degree, and for superlative, we add st to the positive degree. Okay, let's take another example. Brave. Let's take fine. Okay, so fine ends with e. So to convert fine to the comparative degree, we will add r to the positive degree. Okay, so finer is the comparative degree of the positive degree, fine. Okay, and then to make it superlative we will add st to the positive degree. Here you have to note that we have to add, or we have to add the letters that we are, that is being mentioned, that suppose r or st, or in previous one est, to the positive degree. Okay, we have to make changes to the positive degree. Okay, not to the comparative degree when we are forming the superlative degree. Okay, we have to make changes in the positive degree to make superlative or comparative degree of the adjectives. Okay, I hope this part is clear to you, that you don't have to add the letter addition or subtraction that are being mentioned in the rule to the comparative form. We have to make the changes that is being mentioned to the positive degree. Okay, so this was the second rule, which says that when a positive ends with e, okay, then for the comparative, to make it comparative, we add r to the positive, and for making it superlative we will add st to the positive. Okay, so let's see the third rule, which says that when the positive ends in one consonant and the consonant is preceded by a short vowel, the final consonant is doubled and er and est are added to form the comparative and superlative. Okay, this is a little bit confusing, but let's understand this rule by example. Okay, let's see, these are the examples here. So let's take one example. Let's take fat for the instance. So according to third rule, it says that if a positive degree ends with a consonant, okay, it is ending with a consonant. I hope you know that what are consonant and vowels are a, e, i, o, u, and other than vowels all the rest of the alphabets are consonant. Okay, so fat ends with t, which is a consonant. Okay, and so first part is ends here, that it is ending with a consonant. Okay, so the first part ends here, that the word is ending with a consonant. Okay, after that it says that if it is preceded, means the word which is before the consonant is a vowel. Okay, if it is preceded with a vowel, then the final consonant is doubled. Final consonant is what? T is here the final consonant. So let's see that what they have done to make the comparative and the superlative of the positive degree. So the word here is fat. Okay, and it is ending with consonant, and it is being preceded, the consonant is being preceded with a vowel. Okay, so to convert this in the comparative degree, we double the last, or you can say the last consonant, that is t. So here for the word fat, we will double the letter t and add er to make the comparative degree. Okay, so the comparative degree of fat is fatter, and for making superlative we will double the consonant, that is final consonant, that is t, and add est to make it superlative. So fat, that is positive. From the positive we have took fat, and we have now we have to double the last consonant, that is t, and for making it superlative we will add est to the positive one. Okay, then it will form the superlative degree of the positive degree. Okay, let's take another example to understand it more clearly. Let's take example of sad. Okay, sad, sad. So the word sad is the positive degree, sad is ending with d, which is a consonant, and before d there is a vowel, which is a. So to make it comparative, what we will do, we will add a one more consonant, the last consonant, final consonant. We will double the consonant, that is d. We will double d, that is sad, 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 plus d plus er, that will become sadder. Okay, and for superlative we will double the last consonant, final consonant. We will write it as sad, sad, plus d plus est, that is for superlative, we will write it as est, so it will become saddest. Okay, and similarly for other examples the same thing is being done, that all of them are ending with consonant, and before consonant they have a vowel. So what we will do, we will double the last consonant, and for comparative we will add er, and for making it superlative degree we will add est to the positive plus the consonant one also. We will write the double consonant also. Okay, so this was the third rule, and I hope third rule is clear to you also. Now let's move on to the fourth rule. Okay, how we can change comparative, how we can change form comparative and superlative by using fourth rule. If the positive ends in y and the y is preceded by a consonant, the y is changed into I and er, and est are added to form a comparative and superlative. First of all, so this was the rule number 4. Let's see example 2. Understand rule number 4 more clearly. Okay, so rule number 4 says that if a word or a positive degree ends with y, okay, we are taking the example 1 here. It is ending with y, and before y it is preceded means before y it has a consonant. So here before y it has a consonant which is s. Okay, so what we do to make the comparative form of the positive degree, we will change the y into I, and for comparative we will add er to it. Okay, to make comparative we will add IER, you can say, and we will remove y from the positive degree. Okay, then that will become the comparative form of the positive degree noise, that will become noisier. Okay, and for making the superlative form we will add we will remove y, and instead of y we will write I plus est, so it will become noisiest. Okay, let's take another example, happy. Okay, so here the word happy is ending with y, and before y it has a consonant p, so we will change the positive degree by removing y, and instead of writing y we will add I to the positive form of happy, that is HAPPI, and for making it comparative we will add ER to the positive one with I. Okay, here, and then for making it superlative what we will do, we will remove the y, and instead of writing y we will add I to the positive one, positive degree, and for making it superlative we will add est to the positive one, then that will become happiest. Okay, I hope this is clear to you and it is more understandable by the example, with the help of example rule number 4. Okay, then here we have talked about the positive degree which ends with y and has a consonant before it. Now let's talk about those positive degree where the y positive degree where they are ending with y but they have consonant before y. Okay, let's see here. Note, it says that if y of a positive degree is preceded by a vowel, then y remains intact and er and est are added to make the comparative and superlative. Let's understand this with examples. Okay, so here are example. Let's take example and understand it. So the first word gray is ending with y, and before y it has a vowel e, right? E is a vowel, we all know this. So to change this into comparative we simply add er to the positive degree. So what is the comparative degree of gray? It is grayer. Okay, and for making superlative degree we will add simply est to the positive degree. So what is the superlative degree of gray? It is grayest. Okay, but in the previous one means in when the y was ending with consonant, when the positive was ending with y and it has consonant before it, we were doing what? We were removing the y, and instead of y we were writing I, and for making converting it into the comparative we were adding er, and for making it superlative form we were adding est by removing y and I, adding I to it. Okay, so I hope this is, rule number 4 is clear to all of you. Now let's move on to the rule number 5th. Okay, so rule number 5 says that the for the formation of comparative and superlative degree, we mostly by placing more and most before the adjective of more than 2 syllables and many adjectives of 2 syllables. As, let's take example, intelligent, more intelligent. The comparative form of intelligent is more intelligent. Superlative is most intelligent. So for according to rule number 4, what we do, for those adjective where they have 2 or more syllable, we add more and most to the comparative and superlative form. What? So here you can see that how the positive degree is converted to the comparative and superlative degrees. They are basically added, they have just added the more and most to the comparative and superlative to form the comparative and superlative of positive degree. Here for beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Okay, dangerous. The comparative degree of dangerous is more dangerous and the superlative is most dangerous. Okay, famous, more famous, most famous. Okay, so I hope rule number 5 is also clear to you, students. Okay, so these were the rules that we must follow, or we must take into consideration while we are forming the comparative and superlative of positive degrees. Okay, I hope this is clear to you, and if you have any doubt regarding any rule or any question you have from this topic or from the topic that I have already taught you, you can ask me in your Zoom sessions. Okay, thank you so much, students.